Headquartered in Melrose Park, Illinois, Dynamic Manufacturing is a premier supplier of world-class new and remanufactured OEM drivetrain components for the automotive industry. The company's operations cover engineering, machining, assembly, and dynamometer testing.
I think originally we started in the transmission, rebuilding transmissions, and it grew into remanning torque converters. Also specialize in machining for OEM components that we do. And we've grown over, we started in 1951, and grown over the years into 600 to 700 employees.
So that, in that we become a center of expertise, and the transmissions come back to us. We can do the appropriate repairs on them, and not only just a repair, but it's a thorough remanufacturing. So every soft part is replaced, and then the hard parts that are good and have survived, they're reusable. But we have to make sure that, specification-wise, that they meet all specifications. Then any part that's damaged becomes a candidate for some type of remanufacture that, like I said, will either make it the same as OE, as good as OE, or in some cases better, just because of the nature.
To address difficulties with cost, quality, and consistency, Dynamic Manufacturing began aggressively purchasing 5- and 9-axis equipment to do more work in-house.
Mitutoyo has been around for a long time. I've known them for a long time, and they've always had the reputation, for me, as top quality, one of the top suppliers of all sorts of gauging and CMM equipment.
They were interested in speed, accuracy, and cost was a factor. But the small price to incorporate surface finish along with the CMM measurement, the added price they saw as very justifiable and a big win for them.
Because some of the transmission cases Dynamic Manufacturing works with are very large, Mitutoyo recommended the 9108 size Mitutoyo Krista Apex CMM, featuring the new surf test probe to assist with measuring.
So we had a manual CMM, one that did not have a motorized or indexing head. So to check a part of this complexity, we would have to tie up an operator or inspector to the CMM. It would take probably 35-40 minutes or more to check a part like these.
Previously, Dynamic Manufacturing used a manual CMM without a motorized indexing head. To check certain specifications would require an operator working 30 to 40 minutes to check the part.
What makes this part so complex is that it's a three-dimensional part, and it contains numerous datum schemes opposite of each face. The type of tolerances we're working with are approximately 20 plus or minus 25 micron on the bores. The cycle time is still to be determined. Currently we're running a full dimensional part, but once it's all said and done, we're looking at approximately 10 minutes or so, which would otherwise take us about an hour of manual checking.
But when they discovered that we had a surf test probe that they could incorporate in it, in their process, that could be interchanged during the CMM cycle, they were, I think, sold right away.
With multiple measurement ranges and speeds, the Surf Test Probe and SurfPack SP software allow surface roughness analysis on the CNC CMM, eliminating the need for workpiece changeover to a second measurement device.
Typically we are holding around 0.05, but some of the tolerances we are holding around 0.02 millimeters. That's for inside of a valve bore on a pump body or a pump cover. We knew we wanted to get a machine that would be able to check the most complex part and the most biggest part we have.
We have all the programs written into the machine itself, and then the setups are pretty quick, and and it saves a lot of time, a lot of engineering time.
Part of the Dynamic Manufacturing's purchase of the Mitutoyo CMM machine was the GoldCare Program. This includes a 2-year warranty and a 2-year calibration agreement. It also includes MeasureLink data collection software, allowing Dynamic Manufacturing to record all the measurements and either store them on a database for future reference or send reports to their customers.
in this digital age, things change all the time. And so as part of the Gold package, and we really embrace that as far as buying it as part of the total package, because
We bought the CMM, then Mitutoyo quoted us a GoldCare package. So under this package, we looked at, it was throwing in 5-year phone support free and 2 years warranty and calibration, and there were some extras that were thrown in.
While dynamic manufacturing is heavily entrenched in the constantly changing automotive industry, Mr. Knoll says the company is looking to diversify into other areas.
5 years from now, we see ourselves expanding into, certainly within more automotive OEM customers, and and agricultural and aerospace, and we're just going to keep growing and keep buying more of the equipment that we need to satisfy, what those customers demand.